Good morning, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a continual topic on long wait times at the Walmarts and trying to come up with different strategies on how we can handle this because time is money. If you like everything that I'm giving to you right now, feel free to subscribe to my channel where I can give you tips and tricks on everything that's going on in the gig economy right now, especially with my 6 years of experience doing this. And guys, you're doing great with the comments. Keep leaving comments below. This way I can actually answer all your questions, anything that you have, or even with your experiences. How do you guys handle long wait times at the Walmarts? And it's basically curbside pickup. I don't know the shopping end of it because I've never done it. I'm not too much of a shopping guy, so if I don't shop for myself, why am I going to shop for somebody else? And when I look at the pay structures between both, they practically almost look the same. So the only demons that I have to deal with curbside pickup is the wait time. In my last video, I basically addressed that situation where if you work a certain amount of hours, you have to make sure that you put in enough buffer to, if you're a time guy like I am, and time is important to you. Time for me is like an emotion, okay? And when I go out and I work, say 8 hours, I want to make sure that I'm maximizing every single hour to the best of my ability. Now, when you're doing curbside pickup, a good percentage of that is out of your control, which sucks. So you got to try to see, how can I turn these lemons into lemonades? How can I take something that I have no control of and somehow use it to my advantage? Okay, I'm actually waiting for deliveries to come through right now. Nothing there. Okay, so the best way to combat something like this is to realize and understand, number one, you can't, if you're going to do curbside pickup only, okay, there will be wait times, totally beyond your control, because not only are you waiting, but there are other people waiting as well too. Number two, look at your market and see how big your market is, okay? How many Walmarts, how many Sam's Clubs, and then after you figured that out, then figure out what are the restaurants in those areas as well too, okay? Because right now my market, if I was to work my market, and I have a huge market, okay? But I don't want to go too far out. I just want to stay either by my house or the next town over. That's it. I really don't want to go anywhere else. I try to stay as geographically close as possible, and then I build my DoorDash and my GrubHub around that geographic area. But let's say you're going to one area that you know you've been doing so well for so long, but they're slacking off. They're not doing very well. Their wait times are getting longer and longer. I've calculated some of these wait times where, in reality, I think I talked about this in the last video, when you're working 8 hours, you're really not working 8 hours. Okay, because you're throwing in an hour or two as a buffer to cover the wait time. Because if you go to the store and you wait there, you say you got to get to a delivery 45 minutes to the hour. Okay, you get there, you check in. Now you got to wait till they bring it out to you. So you're already there. Okay, sometimes it could take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Again, something totally out of your control. Depends also on how many people are there, how many people are basically in there working. Sometimes you can get out of the car and just go inside and just, when somebody's coming out with a carriage, say, hey, do you have this one available? If they say yes and you're okay, good, keep waiting. But if they say no, and it sometimes happens, then it is what it is. Decline it, send it into the ether, wait for the next one to come through. Time goes very, very fast when these situations happen, especially if you want to end at a certain time and you have things to do at night, okay? So if you know that store is not doing very well, then maybe it's time to change a market. Maybe it's time to go to another store. Maybe it's time to try another store and see how they're doing, okay? See how their staff is. See how the wait times are there, okay? This week I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know because I want to be switching out my markets. This particular store that I'm going to is kind of like slacked off a little bit, and I'm just going to change markets for about a month and just try it out. I already have DoorDash set up in that market, ready to take deliveries coming out of my house, and I got 2 Walmarts and 1 Sam's Club, so I'm increasing it by 1 store. And it's going to feel a little weird because I know the timing in that Walmart is different than the timing in the other Walmart. So I'm going to take that chance and just change market and see what happens. And that's basically the only thing you can do. I mean, everything else is beyond your control out here. Everything else is, just remember, you're doing your best, and your best is good enough. I mean, I was reminiscing on the entire year that I've had, and I all the challenges that I face, just to get to that number, just to increase that number just a little bit more. The more you slowly try to go and increase it, the more challenges you're going to face, because every individual delivery is a challenge. It doesn't flow naturally, or there's issues, or there's traffic. So time is the only thing you have on your side. If you got to work 8 hours, work 8 hours. If you got to work 9 hours, work 9 hours. Work the time that you feel that it's going to take for you to hit that number. That gets you as close as possible while still maintaining work-life balance. And you know that if there's going to be wait time in that 8 hours, make sure that 1 or 2 of those hours are buffer. So this way it helps with the wait time. Sometimes the wait times can be 15 to 20 minutes. That's a good time to just take a break. I create YouTube content creation from my car. That's what I'm doing right now while I'm waiting for a delivery to come through, which I'm so grateful because it distracts me and it keeps my head in the game. Do something on YouTube, watch something on YouTube, call some friends, keep yourself, take a break, okay? Try to look at that, if you have 5 deliveries, and out of those 5 deliveries on curbside pickup, it's a 15 to 20 minute wait, okay, between each of the deliveries. Then you got to look at it and you got to say to yourself, okay, well, I have a full hour spread out that I could take breaks, that I can close my eyes, that I can rest, that I can chill. Those breaks are so important because they're good for your mental health, because you don't realize or not aware of how doing this over and over again repetitively can wear at you. And I want to do my best to always be at my prime. Can't be easy sometimes, but I do my best. And you want to be your best, and you want to show up as your best for your customers, for the people that work at these Walmarts, not to get angry or pissed off because they're taking forever. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing they can do. It's just the system and the way it is. What you can do is change the way you look at it, okay? So let's say you want to go out for 10 hours and work 10 hours. Then out of those 10 hours, 2 or 3 of those hours are going to be buffer for wait times. Then you have to calculate how many deliveries you're doing, and you calculate the wait times. You can easily take a stopwatch and see it for yourself. If it's 15 minutes, if it's 20 minutes, and then you have more or less of an average of how much time you have to give in order to arrive to that number. Okay? I wish it could be a simple procedure where you can just go to the store, grab everything you can grab, and this is how much you're getting paid for the day, and you don't have to keep going back and forth all the time. Hopefully one day in the near future they will improve this system. Hope. But for now, you have to take what you can control and realize and understand that only you can master yourself in proportion towards those wait times. There's nothing you can do, but you can use it to your advantage. Calculate it. Figure it out. If I have to work 8 hours, I figure 1 to 2 hours is going to be wait time. If I have to work 10 hours, stay with the 1 to 2, maybe go a little bit to 3. Again, it's something that's totally beyond your control. But if you can work it within your hours, it can lessen the blow on you to feel like, I'm waiting. Now, even in a time frame, when you start to develop that singularity of figuring out how long it's going to take for each wait, and you know how to manage it very well, throw a DoorDash in there, throw a GrubHub in there, throw a delivery in there. Okay, it's going to take them 15 minutes to do this. I accepted an offer 45 minutes to the hour. I don't have to be there until 15 minutes, and then I still got to wait longer when I get there. So go grab a DoorDash order. Okay? Run that order as long as it's close to that Walmart. This is why I like running DoorDash and GrubHub, multi-apping. Okay? Then you go back to the store. You know it's going to be a wait, so get paid for it. You get paid for it. Calculate it the right way. Set yourself up for success. I know that if I get an offer that's 15 minutes to the hour and this offer comes in, I have 15 minutes to get to that store. And after I check in, it's going to probably be another 15 minutes. Now, the 15 minutes to get to that store, you could take your time and go get a delivery. Pick up a delivery from DoorDash as long as it's close to the store and it's not far away. Run that delivery, whether it's an extra $7, $10, $12, whatever, okay? And then get to that place. If you have to be there by, say, 6:45, but you make it there by 6:50, that's okay. Okay, boom. I think it's after 15 minutes that's considered late, and it affects your ratings. Again, you use that to your ability. I'm talking about before going to the store. You got to show up by 6:45. So maybe you can grab an order between 6:30 and 6:45 and then show up. You can show up a little bit later, like 5 minutes late. It's not going to kill you. Grab that DoorDash order. You have Sparks right there waiting for you. You know that wait time is going to be a killer. You use that wait time to your advantage. Okay? And then go to the store and wait. Again, that's the best you can do. Beyond that, with wait times, change markets. Go to a different market, see how another Walmart it does better than that one. Some Walmarts do better than others. Okay? You got to research each of your Walmarts in your territory and see which one does better than the other. Okay? So I hope this helped you a lot. Again, be patient with yourself. Remember, you're always doing your best, and your best is good enough. You know, work the time and you'll be fine. Okay? And just pace yourself. Don't stress yourself. Keep it going. You're doing great. I believe in you. Leave likes, leave comments, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the near future. Take care.